said, are we live? We're not. Okay, are we live? I said, are we live? Looks like we are. Vigilante Wednesday here on another episode of me playing games on the new channel. The new channel, Vengeance. I am Vengeance. I am the Knight. No, I'm neither of those things. I'm Vigilante. I was already playing Vampire Survivor. I was trying to get... I'm usually better when I'm not on stream. And so I tried to get a run in. And hopefully get what I want to get done. Off stream didn't work. Hold on. I got to reset the old mic. Shout out to Papa Cotton. No, hey, I'm glad somebody loves these streams. I think it should be good now. I noticed that and I just reset it. It should be good now by the time you do this. I know it's a little bit of a delay. So we'll see when it catches up. But no, man, hey, I'm glad that you like these streams. I'm glad somebody likes these streams. So I do it. So I do it for you. I got the thumbs up. Yeah, I noticed that too. And they're like, oh, yeah, let me change that. But thank you. It's been a while. I didn't do Sunday. I went back to the gym. And man, I gotta say, I got kind of sore, which is good. I'm supposed to go back today. We're gonna do it tomorrow. I'm going back. I'm really doing the program I used to do when I was at I'm not doing it as the same intensity, even though that's the whole point of intensity. But it's just a high intensity, low sets. Workout 3 times a week, push pull legs, sort of setup, and short workouts. Plus you gotta add cardio, but even then, keep everything short and intense. That's the idea. Cause that's where I have the most when it comes to fitness, especially lifting weights. I could, I was never a big bench guy because I just hated bench. I didn't mind squats. I'll do squats. I'll do body weight squats now. It's just too much being old trying to do the full weighted squats. I'll do the trap bar deadlifts. I don't even like doing the regular bar deadlifts. I'm not training for Mr. Olympia, but you do the what you do. You do a warm up rep. And then you train to failure or near failure. And that's why I use a lot of machines, because I'm not working out with anybody. I'm not trying to get snapped up. I'm not trying to drop a weight on my head or whatever. I say it's supposed to be to complete failure, but you got to be realistic. You know what I mean? But what I also do is right after I do that set, I do a very low weight and do 50 reps or 40, whatever I can do. The most I can possibly do, just try to do 50, 60 reps, no weight. And that way you exhaust the muscle. You do it quick, after, this is all, you get through the workout quick as shit, especially once I get my pace and all that good stuff. Hell, the oppressive E-Story Cinch and Dildo himself. I'm just rambling about working out, trying to get back into that. But listen, that high intensity stuff, it works, man. My shoulders after one workout are already, they were sore as shit, but they're already starting to show, kind of get back into, have a little shoulder size. So I can be, in shape, out of shape guy again. Or out of shape, in shape guy again. I don't know. But that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming for, I don't know, bodybuilder. And like I said, man, most of the people you'll be surprised if you saw the average person on steroids. You would be shocked. It would blow your mind. It would blow your mind if you knew there's natural guys that look better. There's some real out of shape guys on steroids, man. Some real tubby motherfucker. And I'm not talking power lifter out of shape, you know what I mean? Or offensive line. No, I'm talking just round. Gym for gays, real men chop wood. Man, you know chopping wood, man. I wish. You're not kidding, that old school shit, man. That shit works the best. That's why motherfuckers used to be strong back in the day. Chopping wood, shit like that. Lit off my ass. Dispensary had a killer deal. Well, shit, I'm probably getting from the same dispensary as you. That's all that's happening, because my guy be having like packages and shit now. I'm like, okay, guy. So he's just grabbing, he's just got a plug out of state. And he's just passing the savings on to me, or passing the cost on to me. But I'm still getting a good price. I can't complain. I pay more for less. But that's dope, man. That's dope. Shout out to the dispensary. Shout out to the hardworking weed men of the world. That's a trade that don't get no respect. I know Cinch Dildo's probably happy to hear this. No one respects the weed men of the world, man. Hardworking weed men. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all the other trades. What about the weed men, man? Yeah, I said weed men like it's a fucking actual trade instead of weed man like it's an actual trade. But seriously, man, if we didn't have people to get us lit, man, where would the fuck the world be, man? The world's crazy enough as is. Could you imagine if there was no weed? Motherfucker. Okay, that shit it can get kind of gay. It can get gay. See, the problem with the gyms now, though, man, is the ladies, man. They are in. I mean, even if when I went the other day, I mean, this girl had a fat ass, to quote Al Pacino, and I gotta not look. I have to not only not look down, up, anywhere but. And yeah, you do good work, man. Could you imagine if no one in Croatia had weed, man? People don't, people just take for granted. Hardworking weed men and weed women, and they and thems. We'll be tolerant. They do good work. Bought Venom Asset, $12 a gram of shatter. Has a friend. Doesn't smoke. Double my limit. I know my guy gave me a deals on some what's the shit called? Cheetah piss. I didn't even want to get it because it was cheetah piss. This is that name. It's just pissed on, but it was pretty good. And these strains, he gave me some shit called Gary Python. Like, who came up with this fucking name? Shout out to Gary Payton. Fuck the they thems. Bro, me and Mom Jelani just had a conversation about the they thems. It started off of me like we were talking about Bert and Ernie being gay. That was my fault. I'm like, they officially gay now. Cause I don't know if I told y'all, I got a little nephew, little baby nephew. Shout out to Sis Jelani and her husband and family. And so we were just talking about kid stuff and. Oh shit, you're not kidding. It's dark. Such a dildo said we back in the ethnic cleansing. Probably, man. There's a reason they said no, we gotta lax up on weed. Cause they didn't want us to snap, man. If this country didn't have weed, we probably would revolt. Every day would be January 6th if we didn't have weed. But enough people said, man, I'm gonna just smoke. I ain't about to deal with this stuff. But yeah, the day then, Mom Jelani, we was talking some shit about the LGBT, just how crazy it is, how, the school system, Dwayne Wade, just how more accepted it is. And Mom was like, man, I wish we just had the morality of the 70s, but with the technology of now. And I'm like, man, that'd be wild, right? But just like you didn't see all this craziness like that back then. Like you would never see any of this stuff. And she said, yeah, okay, you can say what you want about the racism, but I mean, it's racism now. And as I said in my new video that you guys should check out, you go back to Detroit in the 70s. The 70s, yeah, it was a little heroin. It was a lot of heroin. But Detroit in the 70s is okay. 70s, 60s. It was okay. You could go to the plant, have a decent little living. You know what I mean? Black and brown people are gay now. They got included on the pride flag. After all, is that why those colors are on there? I don't stare at chicks with a ring light and tripod, especially the tripod. Oh shit! But no, I don't stare at the girls at the gym, but they are in the tightest fucking pants. I know I've got like 3 conversations going. I'm sorry. I've been smoking too. But like, I'm not trying to stare, but it's like I don't. You know, I never was the staring guy. You know what I'm saying? I never was the stare, but I'm scared to even get my little glance in. I don't even, cause you know, and then I'm fucking tired because I'm out of shape and I'm trying to go this little intensity fucking workout. But I mean, the girl wasn't that bad as far as like, man, sometimes girls are searching and trying to draw a foul, man. There was a couple girls one time went to the gym back before I quit it, you know, that time. It was the same gym though. This is, you know, the past year. And it was like 2 chicks, and I swear they were just doing the most randomest exercise. And I swear it seemed like they were trying to be in my sight line. And this is right after that little incident that went viral happened. So I'm doing everything I can not to look at these chicks. And I mean, one of them is in basically her drawers. The shit is the little shorts she had on are so tight and so short, they're basically underwear. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And she had a fat ass. It's basically hanging out. It's like, this shit is not fucking right, man. This shit is not fucking right. So yeah, I'm not trying to stare, man. That shit, that's honestly the part I like the least about the gym. Is just like, listen, I've been going to the gym off and on for a long time, because I've been fat off and on a long time. It is what it is. Back in the day, motherfuckers just went to the gym. Before there was Instagram and shit, motherfuckers just went to the gym, did their best. Now, we didn't know any exercises back then. Unless you got the magazines and shit, there wasn't a YouTube like that, or it was around, but you ain't really use it like that. So you can learn everything. So we were probably doing shit wrong, but motherfuckers just went to the gym, did their best, and that was it. But somewhere down the line, motherfuckers are just like, especially these girls, man, posing in the front of the mirrors, doing all this other stuff. It's like, come on, can't y'all just go to the gym, do y'all thing? Man, I don't want to say I would go to a all men gym, because that sounds kind of gay. It's kind of gay, but I mean, there's a reason, man. There was like, people are just trying to get to the gym, get through it. If you're just working out, that's fine. If the clothes are somewhat tight, that's fine. That is it. But if we're talking about like your ass is hanging out, come on, man. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing besides really, for real, just making everybody uncomfortable? For real. Because you like, it's not cute. It's not cute. Because everybody's not, especially in this day and age, people are worried about getting called a creep or some other shit. Because girls be wanting clout. And it's just like, man, you're not. And then when they start doing all the crazy shit, y'all know what I'm talking about. Do the little ab crunch and the leg crunch thing and all that other dumb shit you see on Instagram. It's like, get out of it. Like, why do I have to deal with this? You know what I'm saying? I'd much rather, even though I'm, I'd much rather go to a more like hardcore yelling and screaming gym, even though I can't really hang like that. But it's just like, at least it's just, I don't have to deal with that bullshit. Like, who wants to deal with that? Just show up, work out, and wear fucking clothes that fit. God damn it. Wear clothes that fit. Why do you have to have not just tight clothes, not just yoga pants? I'm talking, again, these shorts, tight, super tight shorts. You don't need all that shit. How does that help you work out? Same gym should have to deal with trannies in their shower. But I I don't know how much the LGBTQ is fitness. You know what I mean? They got to be body positive, so ain't nobody positive about their bodies. So hell, Darius has found the new channel. Cool. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We're just talking about Detroit. How the 70s wasn't as bad as you might think. Not saying it was perfect, but none of these major cities, especially the 70s. I mean, it was the 70s. You go to New York in the 70s, it was wild. It was wild in a lot of places, but it wasn't like, you know, it was still kind of that wholesome era. There was still some wholesomeness. That's what Modulator was talking about. That's what got me missing Detroit. But now I'm ranting about these gym thoughts, man. Because I'm trying to get in shape. Brother went to a gym. Oh, said a friend went to the gym. A young woman took her whole top off during business hours just checking herself in the mirror. See, these hoes are doing this shit on purpose, man. They're doing this shit on fucking purpose, bro. They're not, this isn't accidental or these girls are doing this shit on purpose because they want the clout, they want the attention. They know there's no consequences for what they do. There's only consequences for you if you look, you if you stare. That's it. And so that's what they want. They cool with the clout and the attention. Just taking a top in front of this. Like, what are we doing? Oh, you saw Papa Cotton, not Papa. Papa Cotton 69. I'm about to say Papa Cotton 7. Thank you so much for tweeting, man. Thank you so much. You keeping getting the word out about the new channel, man. You know. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you. Because a couple of people say, "Oh, Papa tweet." So yeah, hey, if you can share, please do share. It's caring. Be like Papa Cotton. He shares. He cares. Why don't you? Why don't you? So thank you, man. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to bash all women, but it's too many girls just going. They're going out there for attention, man. Y'all not in the gym to get in shape like that. Y'all trying to get attention. You're trying to find, and you don't want attention from me. You don't want the chubby guys trying to get himself in shape, which is fine. I'm not, I'm just trying to get in shape. I really don't like, looking at women at the gym like that, because I'm trying to focus on my fucking workout. Because when I am like trying to work out, I'm trying to focus on like all the frustrations from work. That's really what it is. I'm trying to like, because that's to me the biggest benefit of working out, of the gym, of physical activity. A lot of times is just being able to express that anger or angst or whatever the fuck you're dealing with, whatever angry thoughts, you can kind of put it into something productive, right? So I'm trying to like focus and get myself, and it's not to do like, I'm not doing heavy weights, but I'm telling myself I'm fucking Dorian Yates in this motherfucker. I done convinced myself I'm in a dark place and I gotta get, you know what I mean? It's a whole persona when I'm in the gym to myself though, but I'm just trying to keep it to myself, and I don't want to see somebody's fat ass right now, and especially knowing that if I get caught looking, I'm a creep. I'm a creep. I'm a widow. Like, no, I just don't want to deal with none of this shit, man. Let me work out, get in my little zone. Hey, thank you for the sub, Darius. His girl was behind at the gym. Or with him at the gym. She's the one who knows. Like, that girl behind you just take off her sports bra. No, don't look. Crazy. See, these women are wild, man. That Instagram, man. Is there anything more addictive than social media? I can't say shit. I just made my return to TikTok. I mentioned the video. Please check out my video. I think I'm gonna start doing more kind of long form videos and then clips from those videos, even though I'm having issues with YouTube Shorts. But yeah, please check out my video. but I put some clips out for TikTok, and they're doing okay over there. So I use social media too. But yeah, I just put out a video about if is marriage an outdated luxury. So you can check that out. It's funny. There's a little editing too with some of the stock footage. So it's some funny stuff. Honey, I'm legally blind. Oh shit, I remember that. I don't know if you guys know what Dildo's referencing, but there was a I'm talking about these girls who want attention. There was a legally blind dude working out, and this girl came up to him talking about, what are you staring at? He said, ma'am, I'm legally blind. You know, he thought that was enough. He didn't need to explain anything else. And she said, well, you need to watch where you're staring at. He said, ma'am, I'm legally blind. I don't have any concept of where I'm staring or how I'm staring. I'm just trying to, you know, get through my little workout, but I'm fucking blind. She got the fucking manager involved, and then this guy, he's like, hey, bro, I'm fucking blind. Like, I am legally blind. I'm not staring at her. And they were giving him shit. He's a fucking blind guy. So I don't know if that was even what he referenced, but that is a real story. And this is what I'm talking about with these gym thoughts, man. Maybe he's not referencing that. You said you don't give a fuck, you're old, you're gonna show it. I'm gonna look at it, you don't want me to look, put it away. That's logical, man, but it's just such we're in such a crazy world. We're in a crazy world, man. We're in a some of the laws that are already on the books are just still mind-boggling. Like, isn't it crazy that a girl can rescind consent years after the fact? Like, why is that a law? And I don't know how much that's been like pushed, but in the state of North Carolina, I know it was a law. So that means you could get a release signed by a damn woman, and she can rescind it. So I don't know what you do now. See, shit like that makes you think they're trying to lower the birth rate, that they're trying to cause division, which they are. Did the manager? I think what happened? I can't remember exactly what happened. I feel like it wasn't the manager; it was his manager or something like that. Like the gym manager did kick her out or something, but like the initial manager didn't. It's something like that. I can't remember the whole story, but there was some justice at the end. But just the idea that there's a blind guy, and you know she's fucking with him. 2 words: Android girlfriends. Man, the sex bots are coming, bro. There's people who have been waiting on these sex bots for the entire time. I'm not a sex bot guy. I can't do it, man. I can't do the Android. I know I'll play with the waifu characters in Tekken and whatnot. I can't do the Android girlfriend. What about the AI girlfriends, which are already here? What are we going to do with that? That's got to be sad, right? Could you imagine? I mean, there's going to be a generation of guys dating AI bitches, man. Chicks that aren't real, and they know aren't real. And that'll be their only. Man, this world's sad as fuck. It's a sad world the globalists done fucking made, man. That's some sad shit. In love with a chick that's not even real. Off of text and maybe some digital sex. I don't know how, you know, I see the little, when I'm on YouTube, there's a little ad for some AI girlfriend. But like, that's going to be a real technology. I don't know how far along that technology is. But shit, that's going to change the game before the sex bots get here. It's the AI girls. Because that's going to be like, you know, man. We got a generation of guys that's not active, man. And it's probably for the best, but it's just still, we talking about young guys, man. Smoke weed. use your Doge. I should use my Doge, man. I got a cute little Doge. And girls are, oh, he's so cute. Like, you know, I smile. He always, you know, I could just go to the bars. We went to the bars, me and Vigilante once, and they let the Doge in. But you know what, man? I ain't gonna lie, man. This one chick I think got my dog sick. She like kissed. She was so weird, man. I think she did some old evil shit or put some shit in my dog's mouth because he was sick the next day, and he's been good ever since. But she kissed my dog, but acted crazy towards me and my brother. I'm like, what the fuck? What in the fuck? So that was weird. But yeah, the sex box, the AI box, man, that's gonna fuck up the whole game. The whole game. The game's already fucked up and they haven't even hit yet. Elden Ring was enough to do damage to relationships. What's gonna happen when those fucking things hit, bro? And I mean like hit like TikTok hit. Like we're talking with, what are we gonna do when there's billions of men with sex bots? How is that the end of Earth? You know what I mean? Will humanity just die out just like that? She gave him chlamydia. She gave him a mono or something. She kissed him. She looked crazy at me and my brother. He was like, whatever. And then the poor Zeus was sick. And she was those adjustable 6s, 7s, whatever. She was an okay looking adjustable 6 or 7. You're getting ladies easy. Finding a loyal woman is the hard part. The hard part, the impossible part, my guy. I don't know if you heard the word. These hoes ain't loyal, man. No loyalty for these hoes. Vice articles, about polyamory with human and with the bots at the same time. What the fuck? Wait a second. Polyamorous bot? You telling me I gotta get cheated on by my bot? It's one thing if I get cheated on by these thoughts, but you're telling me even the bot wants more dick. God damn, what are we? I can't even have a wholesome AI bot. I can't get a conservative AI bot girlfriend. Even the AI bot gotta be polyamorous. God damn. I couldn't even. No conservative waifus for you, man. God damn. God damn. I thought I was gonna be able to get my wife food to make Steven Crowder jokes and talk about lowering taxes and we were just gonna have a happy old time. But apparently that's not the case. Guess it's just how it goes. Even bots be stepping out. God damn. Ain't nothing loyal, man. Nothing. I saw something said everything now is built on fiat. Not just the money, which I heard they're starting to roll out Fed coins, so that's fun. I mean, they've been tracking every fucking transaction we've been doing for like dozens of years, at least past 20, 30 or whatever. But to be so official about it, it's just grotesque. So he says vice inevitable. Like a guy girlfriend allow him to have an AI girlfriend too, so it's a poly relationship article about vice. It probably is, man. Is Vice still like I ain't paying attention to Vice since like, for a minute, man. Is it still, I heard it was trash recently. Are they trying to go back and try to be, kind of edgy, cool and shit again? It must have been written already. Probably was. Okay, let's try to. So think about this. This game's a fucking. Go back to this game. This game's a damn RNG. So if you don't get the weapons you need, you can't do what the fuck you need to do. That's why I keep playing this level trying to get this fucking casket. It's like I can't, because they never give me like a cool enough weapon. And I'm always like here where, okay, I gotta die. There's no choice. Make sure you actively go against every natural masculine instinct in your head and make you ashamed of yourself. Have to train you to cuck out at all costs. Yeah, society does not want masculinity, man, unless it's in women. I think I'm about to get murdered. Yep. Have no idea about the state of Vice. Imagine it ain't good. Yeah, I haven't checked in on Vice in a minute. About to smoke a little bit. Chat with you guys a little bit in between games. I'm not sure if I'm about to switch though. I may got one more run. But yeah, we're in a crazy world. I don't know. I might make more relationship content. Make a little marriage video. Please check it out again. Some funny stuff, but some real stuff in that video. I mean, I'm not saying relationship content like where I have some answers. Just, me commenting on the fucking demise of humankind, of human interactions. Like, was this inevitable? Is this, as much as I want to blame the powers that be to everything, you know what I mean? This is us. We're still reacting to it. Was the end of relationships in a social media era inevitable? Was the end of humans, of men and women interacting in anything close to not to say everything was always perfect before then, but anything close to a healthy way, was that just inevitable when technology hit? I'll have to check that out. Whatever Dildo just put in there. Oh, by the way, if Darius, if you wanted your I can't remember if you were a mod, but if you want to be a mod, let me know. Let me know. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about. I mean, I'm not dating nobody right now. Not really thinking about it like that. But it's just like, man, this is fucking dark. Like, this is fucking dark, and this is not gonna get better. I don't see how this gets better. Turn to a cheerleader for this channel, but this guy gets it. 'Twas inevitable. We need to burn our world to start over. It's our nature, man. There's definitely something to that, man. There's definitely something to that. That might just be all this fucking earth has been happening the whole fucking time. That might be all that's been happening the whole fucking time. It's society building itself up to a zenith, falling into complete fucking ruin, and then being restarted. I mean, all the theories of I would just say the ancient guys. They'll say the Greek and Roman, but they go back to Babylon and Kemet and shit. And then there's different, and then those same gods are basically similar to like pagan gods. And then there, of course, you got all the Hindu or whatnot gods and all these different things. There's theories those were fucking real people at one point that were personified. That literally, like when they say like Prometheus brought fire into the world and shit, like no, it was a dude who taught everyone how to fucking make fire, and so they turned them into Prometheus and shit. And I mean, for all we know, they were just the advanced technocrats of the day. You know what I'm saying? But that's been lost through history, lost through all the things. This is just a theory I heard out there. No, we don't know. I wasn't fucking there. You know what I'm saying? We all just guessing. But it's who knows? Who knows? when you see shit like the Baghdad Battery, we still don't know what the fucking pyramid is. I put the little thing. I know Joe Rogan always like, how is that built? And then I saw a thing. Who was it? Eddie Griffin, one of his older comedians, had his theory, and it made sense of how they could have built them. Yeah, Anunnaki and shit. Yeah, were they aliens or some other beings from another planet? Were they just the fallen angels? Is it a combination of both or all of this? It's all this sort of these theories. We don't know, man. We don't know. We weren't there. Is it something stranger? You know what I mean? So I mean, there's a lot. So it does feel like it's our nature to we was Anunnaki and shit. It does feel like it's in our nature to destroy and rebuild, man. It feels like the fall of Rome. If this feels like the fall of Rome, how does this? Cause like, man, how do we exist in a world where first off we don't couple up? We're just not gonna couple up at a wide rate. How do we get more people there? Like, you know what I mean? In a wide rate, you know, or does the population just, you know, is that how we get less than 500,000? We just fucking die off and don't procreate. You know, we were thinking this some diabolical plan and they're gonna poison the food, nuclear warfare. No, you're just gonna stop fucking, and there ain't gonna be nobody else. Like, that's it. You said lost civilization is a fact. Stone Age was the reemergence of the human race after being obliterated. I mean, there was a lot of sometimes say comments and meteor impact. It may have been. All these different cultures had this great flood. Maybe there was something melting. Who knows? Maybe it was the biblical, you know, the exact canon. Maybe there's more to it. I don't know. Then what's biblical canon? There's books that's not even a part of it. What do you do with that? It's you know, and I'm not as well versed on a lot of this stuff. I'm just kind of spitballing. You know me, fucking jack of all trades, master of none. So I don't know everything there is to know about everything. I just read and just kind of piece together this stuff like everybody else. But I definitely think there's some theories that this is not the first time. I remember when I was in elementary school reading a book that implied even like that the Bible wasn't talking like the Bible was not written from a perspective of that was the beginning like that was like this is the beginning of your existence. But we've been doing something and multiple times over, and this is just for you, your beginning, but not the actual beginning. So I don't know if that's the case. I haven't done all the research and research, you know what I mean, to verify, confirm, or deny that. I haven't, like I said, I'm just a motherfucker on internet spitball. I mean, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus. But is it possible that there was more, that was a, you know, episode 4 situation? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We just came through like at part way through the story, or, you know, at the end of beginning of another story. The Mayans, their calendars was about, wasn't just about destruction, it was about destruction and rebirth. A lot of stuff has destruction and rebirth cultures. I play with Shiva in Final Fantasy, but the actual Shiva, isn't that the goddess? Destruction and rebirth which is also what they have at CERN. Why do you think the wealthy cunts are building luxurious fallout shelters? They know shit's coming. Bro, they definitely know something's coming. And I wish I could find the old video on the old channel where somehow we came across their fucking I came across a video of the underground bunkers. This was during 2020. And I had a video and I just showed it on one of the VigilanteWilliamson shows. I got a check, but it was they had trucks delivering to these underground bunkers, like And this is why there was a product shortage. But the rich people were getting their trucks delivered to these underground shelters. Ancient giant stone monuments around the world can't be duped. That's true. They were built in a way we can't understand and can't replicate. Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah, a lot of these cultures, not just, you talk about Egypt. Yeah, Rome. When Rome fell, took a millennium for people to rediscover sewage systems. Yeah. Shit. That's what when I think about this shit falling apart. I kind of feel like we're just gonna wake up one day and it's just gonna be. It's not gonna be. You're not gonna hear anything in the news. You're just gonna wake up. Your phone's not working. There's no electricity, and it's just purged and it's just on. You know what I mean? And I don't want to see that, bro. I think, yeah, it could be. That's why I mentioned that was my first theory of there's people who think those ancient guys were not guys. They were people. It was a motherfucker named Prometheus or some shit or whatever what it was. It was just a motherfucker who taught motherfuckers fire for that generation. And there was another motherfucker who did something else and they called him a different god. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it is crazy to think that there's structures we can't recreate now. Like, how? How could that possibly be if we're supposed to be the most technologically, advanced? Just like, how come we can't? Oh no, how come we can't get back to the moon if we got to the moon with a little golf cart and less technology than the phone? Oh wait, that's right, we never went. Never mind, totally different situation. But like, no, seriously, like, how come we couldn't duplicate the pyramids now? And don't just tell me because of labor and all this other shit. We can't technologically do it. And that's crazy. What, the power outage thing is supposed to happen in a few months? I've heard rumors about power outages the past few years. Some massive power outage supposedly coming. The word around the campfire. I think maybe you might have mentioned it. But I mean, you wouldn't be the first. I think you did mention it because I mentioned 03. The 03 power outage. I don't know if it was on the old channel or on this one. But yeah, that was probably a dry run. And that's how that was. It just, the power, I think I was just sitting in my room in the apartment we had. The power just went out. And you go outside, your neighbors, the power's out. And we just thought it was some local doku shit. Turns out, no, the whole East Coast had no power. If it wasn't for the radios having generators, like the radio stations having generators, we wouldn't have known. Because how else could we know? Because there was no power. So like that was nothing crazy happened where I was, you know what I'm saying? Because we knew power would return. But if you just wake up one day and it's just out and you can't, there's nothing, it's just gone everywhere. Bro. And I guess, you might have some local media with generators and the like. But what if it's an EMP event? So then those fucking things ain't gonna work. Shit. If they or the solar flare, you'll be a mod. Only take the power if you want it. We're not trying to force you to live that mod life. It's a tough life. Lots of alcohol and chlamydia. I don't know if you're ready for it, man. I don't want to expose you to that world. You're a good dude. No, but yeah, man. God damn, you said WEF is looking to chop us in half. Motherfucker said 50%. Fuck. You said you're black while you ask your people how they built the pyramids, bruh. Well, those people have scattered all over, allegedly. But like I said, Eddie Griffin had it. I'll show you his theory if I can find it. His theory of how the pyramids were built. And yeah, Derek, if you want to be a mod, I'll do it. But if you don't, you don't have to. I don't want to put the pressure on you. Because mine can be hard work, man. especially, we restarted the channel, we're going to get people who are going to come across this and like, what is this? Come across this content. The only guy that was really a troublemaker was that Kyle simp. I just remember it was the funniest thing when I had mentioned him and he popped back up right as I mentioned him, and it's like, yo, you haven't been here in a year. What the fuck are you still doing on this channel? Why didn't you block me? What is wrong with you? You have mental issues, my guy. You need therapy. Cause like, this is not even a big channel. It's maybe different if I had like 100,000 subs and you were just, okay, the clout got you hate watching. That's still creepy and weird, but that's fine. I had 700 subs, my guy, and you're still mad about a year-old conversation, and to the point where you're just lurking angrily, and then when mention popped into existence, you have mental issues. If you're still around, God bless you. Now on this channel, those 5 of us here. Yeah. You gotta not be modded. So there's somebody that's not a mod. Darius, I'm sorry. You said Tesla was right about how they were built. Vibration resonance. Bro, the older cultures understood vibration at a higher level than we do now. The game over. I think we're gonna switch this up. I think they were levitating them. Yo, we don't know what the fuck Tesla came up with or rediscovered. We'll never know, or we'll find out in some very horrible way. I mean, the way vibration's supposed to work, and the way we've seen vibration work in the ways that we can measure it, like when things start to match, weird things happen. So if you can match the and everything does have a vibration. Every color has a vibration. Every material has a vibration. You have a vibration. Man, like, I was semi-joking about that Ice Spice chick, but that Munch shit, like, okay, regardless of what you think of the song, she literally has used the law of attraction to make that shit a reality for her. She literally has millionaire munchers now. And like, rather she does extra shit on the side as far as witchcraft. That's a vibrational act, right? This is just some random thought, makes a song, and now the song is basically a reality for her. And she has all these celebrities trying to smash her, paying and all this other stuff. But regardless of what you're thinking about, this is literally a thing. And that's just using vibration as an intention to create something in the universe. You just want to use it to get off now. Hey, people are using that shit to get off, right? And that's what, like, when they were coming up with that secret shit, I think we had talked about it in some context, the secret. It's not just like thoughts and thinking. It like you can invoke shit. That's why you're not really supposed to, because it's borders on witchcraft. But you can invoke shit because of vibration. You can invoke shit, and if you know how to manipulate vibration, which you can do without technology. You don't need that's why, a lot of people use witchcraft. Even prayer actually does it. That's why I'd rather pray and just leave it to the Most High. I don't want to intentionally accidentally mess with any spiritual practice that's close to divination. But that's a real thing. And that's just vibration. And that's kind of beyond what we see and whatnot. But I say all that to say levitating is how they transport, but resonance, how they cut, set those blocks. The whole technology evolved around that, not combustion like ours. There's a lot you can do with vibration. Shit, don't you know the harp? That's just dealing with vibration. The fucking weather, allegedly, the way that they manipulate weather is through vibration. They probably have the technology to recreate the pyramids. They probably have it. They just don't have. We're not privy to it as the lay people. They have a shit ton of technology, and then somebody said something about offshore. There's a lot of information. Oh yeah, Darius said, "Got to be forgotten human civilization offshore." Bro, in places like the Vatican and places like Buckingham Palace and other places in London, some of these, under some of the tunnels and shit under DC and some of these little places, there's a lot of, under the Smithsonian, there's like museums of the real information, the real products, the real deal Holyfield and how civilization was really built back in the days. There's all sorts of information hidden from the people in all sorts of places like this. I remember when the power, it hit Detroit too. It was the whole East Coast. That's what I was talking about. I think it was 03, 04. Having responsibility helps focus my attention. Okay. Don't beg. He's not begging. Uh-oh. Almost put you in timeout. You standard mod. Okay. Shout out to the mod squad. The modulantes. Man ain't got to do nothing. Just saying it's not a burden. All right. But you're a mod now. It's too late. You got to live with it. Divine geometry can be seen in the most basic experiments like science fair stuff. Yeah. Just like the Fibonacci sequence and stuff like that that appears in nature. There's all sorts of stuff. It's a whole world, man. And like I said, I don't understand. I probably said some stuff wrong, man. But it's a whole. That's a whole fucking can of worms. I don't want to say can of worms, just a whole lot of stuff that I wish I knew more about. Shout out to the Graham. Was it Graham Hancock? Is the dude and other people, they went crazy with the ancient aliens things and whatnot. But I mean, there's no doubt that there was a you cannot convince me there was not a technologically advanced civilization. And like I said, there are theories of people who read not just the Bible but the Quran and believe that like we're getting translated out how much tech they had even then. Like we don't really understand because of how languages evolved and stuff like that. So like we don't understand how much tech they had even in biblical times. The priest class, the actual Vatican City priest class, there is not all of them, because not all of them high enough up. Some of them is capos, but there is a class amongst those priests and amongst the there's definitely a class who understand that. There definitely are of the higher levels. Dildos understand vibration, of course. New channel, new sub, new beginning. Remember to subscribe. Yeah, remember to subscribe. Hell Perryhead too. Hell Perryhead, L Zax. Let's see. I don't see Perryhead because I don't have the right chat up. Civilization was built on hoes and money. Not wrong, man. Not wrong. Boats and hoes, man. Boats and hoes. But yeah, I definitely think there was probably multiple advanced civilizations in the past, and that we're just, another long line of civilization. But I don't want to be the one. Like, I don't want to live through the fall. Like, could you imagine being like born toward the tail end of Rome, and then like you guys said, it took a millennium for them to get toilets again. Could you imagine being born and toilets are plentiful, and like by the time you're in your 40s or 50s, I don't know the time scale, so you guys can correct me of like what the age range would have to be, but you guys hopefully get the principle. You know, you grew up and there was, you know, this full society and culture and plumbing and shit, and by the time you're in your 50s, that shit's gone. Like, that must have been, that whoever was in that generation, that shit was rough. And I don't want to be in the present day version of that generation, where it was like, okay, you had VCRs when you grew up, and then you saw the internet blow up, and you saw all this technology, and now you got to go back to shitting in the bush. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Rome took a long time to fall, just like us. But there was the fall, like, okay, Rome exists, and now it doesn't. Doubt the Romans knew what was happening. It probably didn't, but we know what's happening. It's over, man. It is a wrap. This is a wrap. Like, some of us know what's happening, man. This is done for, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but society is done, man. Like, completely finito, man. I was like I said, I was talking to Mom Jelani. I was talking to her about the LGBTQ agenda, man. But she had some good advice for me, just like, cause she knows me. Y'all think I just started this conspiracy shit. I've been on that shit my whole life. So she was like, you know, can't be looking at the news and the conspiracies. Like, even if you're right, you know, you drive yourself crazy. Talking about some of these different shooters. And just how crazy this world is, man. It's like, this world's finished. And I held back with some of the stories I told. I didn't want to tell her everything. I didn't want to tell her about the one politician, allegedly LGBTQ, who was caught kitty diddler, or that other couple who didn't they kill a kid and was trafficking. I didn't want to tell her about that because, you know, she's mom who was already in a dark place in this conversation. But this society is done for. It is a disgusting, fucked up, broken society that cannot last on any level. It cannot last culturally, it cannot last financially, it cannot last technologically because of what the technology is doing to the people. So, like, this doesn't end well, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now we're just in what I'm hoping is that the fall is long enough that I can be long dead before, and not like dead because I died at like a young age. I'm trying to still live to my, I'm greedy like that. I want to still live to my 80s and be able to shit in the toilet the whole time. I don't want to be like, oh no, the purge happened and we just, you know, there's no more toilets, everybody shitting in the hole. And all technology is just done. Rome exists as a pretty big city, actually. Well, yeah, it still exists, but it's not like, you know, all road. Well, you know, some people think all roads still lead to Rome, but it was a civilization, a city. You know what I mean? It's different. There were sackings of Rome, sure, but it took a long time to fully happen. People forget that civilization has already ended enough times. Fourth Time Podcast, I just call Italians now to use my patoy, and I'm probably saying that word wrong. I never knew how to say that one. We done out here better. That was probably not good. Lol Darius. Oops. But yeah, I don't want to see the fall of this shit. But hey, it's gonna happen, man. I just want it to be long gone. Like, you know, I lived my elderly years and you know, I pass on, then all this crazy shit happens. But that's not, doesn't look like that's the reality I got dealt with. It is what it is. It is what it is. All I can do is just try to do my best until the inevitable, I guess. Like I said, I think we're just gonna wake up one day and everything's just gonna be fucked. That's what it seems like it's gonna happen. Yeah, fucking banks failing, the money system's failing. Sheesh, man. You said, no, we're here. This isn't crazy enough for you. No, this is plenty crazy. But I know it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get so crazy, we're gonna wish we were back in these times. You know what I'm saying? And that's the freaky part. And I don't wanna live through that, man. I don't want to see that shit. I don't even want to see a lot of the shit that we got to see now. And you know, this is unrelated to that, or maybe it is related to that. Follow the world. I haven't been keeping up with the Orange Man stuff. What's going on with him? Yeah, man. Open P3DOs, protected by the mainstream. We're here. We are here. That's sick, man. That's the sickest shit, man. That's real sick, man. And that's real life too. It's gonna be a slow burn. It's gonna get really bad real fast. Shit can get so much worse. Yeah, man. Cause I mean they're gonna shit, man. I know it's a new channel or whatever, but they're gonna change the laws with that. How about that? I'll say that much. They already have in some places. And they will continue that. Shit. So yeah. But this system ain't got. I don't think I'm gonna live to see. I don't think I'm gonna live to see 80, and not having had the society fall. I don't. I think this society will be long fallen by the time I'm 80. Long gone. "16 civilization collapses" are the most recent episode. Fall of Civilization. I didn't even know there was a podcast dedicated to this. Yeah, be careful what you wish for is right, man. It's going to get real bad. It's going to get real bad. One thing they're going to... 80, you're crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to 50 probably before it happens. But, like, that's what I mean. I got grandparents in the 80s, right? So, like, naturally, I'm supposed to live probably to my 80s, maybe 90s or something. And you know, if the world was gonna be cool that whole time, be like cool. But that's not what's gonna happen, bro. By the time if I make it to my 80s, God willing, by the time I get to my 80s, it's gonna be having already popped off. I might not even make it to the 80s. Just remember, your bank account's a bunch of ones and zeros to go. And the government can nuke it at any time. Yep. Or you said can't. I don't know if you meant can. But the government can nuke the shit at any time. And they're going to make it even more nukeable. I'm too old. If shit's going to pop off, I'd rather have that than the Caligula fuck fest is going on now. Civilization can end just fine without humanity in it. It just reorganizes in the power vacuum. Infrastructural collapse. If you're living through it, it may actually be worse. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I don't want to live through it, man. I'm trying to. I thought, I didn't think things would ever get this bad. I never could have imagined this modern era, man. When I was hearing conspiracies about it, I didn't believe it, man. That's why I'm so crazy about the shit now. Please kill this person. Oh damn it! It's more people to die. I never imagined, like when they were talking about the P3DOs, I never imagined they could actually get it mainstream. These motherfuckers did it. I never imagined, and that's why I'm scared about these Walmarts closing, because that's one of the first little theories I came across was the FEMA camps, and I was like, man, how the fuck is that gonna happen? That sounds crazy. And then all these Walmarts closing, all this shoplifting, even though remember the shoplifting was encouraged by the state in every way. It was not only encouraged culturally, just with the money being fucked up like it is, but they passed all these different weird laws. We didn't see, why are they passing all these laws to basically encourage theft? And then so now all these places are leaving the city, so now that property value is a lot cheaper, so I wonder who's going to be ended up purchasing that. And then, you know, Walmart owns all its buildings, so they're leaving all these cities. What's happening to all those lots? What's happened to all those buildings? They own, or for the most part, maybe they don't own all of them. About 90% sure they own all those locations. So what are you going to do when you move to all these properties? You going to sell it? What are you going to do? I mean, not to laugh because it's not funny. Historically, communism only goes in one direction, straight to genocide every single time without exception. Yeah. Lived through one war already. I don't want to live through another, and I don't want regular folk to live through one also. I just want guillotines for the cunts of power. You and me both, man. I haven't lived through any wars. But as far as that goes, absolutely. So I was ducking autocorrect, yeah. Imagine being the last generation who remembers indoor plumbing. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, man. I don't want to be that, man. And that might be where we're headed, man. Just the audacity of feeding people bugs. You know what I mean? Just some of the audacious stuff. Just think about the stuff they normalize. The audacity of what they did with this pandemic and the poison they pushed on the people. And that they got still millions of people wearing masks right to this day. And they were able, you know, people will make fun of them. Those people are still frightened, bro. And why wouldn't they be? Look what their government just did to them. So it's like a fucking psychological coping mechanism. It's easier to just act like, you know, act like it's because it's so terrifying. The truth is so fucking terrifying that you rather just play along. And then when they tell you what the truth is, that's why they're doing that, by the way. It's to terrorize the people who believed it. And so they can be terrorized by the truth. By the truth of what happened. They did normalize white. They normalize a lot of racism in general, but they definitely pushed that. Definitely pushed that. Sheesh, we talked about what happened to the redheads, man. They definitely normalize a lot of division, regulated a lot of division, encouraged a lot of division, encouraged cultural division. Definitely. Another good point. Whole countries can collapse, like Libya with the slavery is the new black. Whoopsie. What's going on in Libya? I've heard people say that and say stuff, but I don't know. I just, you know me, I'm a dumb American, so I don't know what's actually going on out there. Shit. I'm probably about to get murdered. Oh man, that dude shit. That helped though. Build back better cut, yeah. Isn't that crazy that multiple countries, I mean, we know the globalist thing, but like, you know, the average person still don't know. Average person don't know, man. They got the oh shit. The what you call it class, you know, the lower class. They got us right where the fuck they want us, man. Yep. You toss the sixes in there because that's what that shit really is. Think about how open they are with the satanic shit, man. They're open with everything. They're putting Just the Balenciaga ads, man. They did that. They did that to dick swing on you, bro. To let you know we could use a powerful brand and put the shit straight in your face, and you'll do nothing. You'll do nothing. 616 is the bad number. Not 666. I thought 666 was the number of a man according to the Bible. Is it, what area code is that? Well, it's funny. I know that's the Marvel code. The main line universe is 616. I mean, there's different. You talk about Tesla. He was in the 369, and which that there's some power with those numbers, and numbers divisible by those numbers, at least according to those who adhere to numerology. So all that shit has something. 333 has something too. That's that 444 shit. Jay-Z was on that. That's something too. A lot of these numbers have all sorts of meanings. I ain't about to sit here and act like I'm an expert, because watch Kinfo. You want to know about the numbers? Watch Call Me Kinfo. He's a lot smarter and well versed with these numbers than I am. I know it's a way bigger channel and stuff, but check him out. But there's also and there's tons of those little numbers. Not to go with got the angel numbers. I say nah, man, it's ancient stuff. But yeah, there's numbers. Is a whole can of worms. Is it Orange County? That's crazy, right? Oh shit! I just got power drive by this bitch. They're beating up SJW here. Shit. Hard to say what's going on in Libya. No one will report on it. But no gov. Human traffic. Oof, it's a new Walmart. Shit. $444 something about transformation. Yeah, all these numbers got different meanings. I couldn't tell you what they all mean. There's I know 7 was supposed to be completion. 1 and 0 is activation. You might see and the 11:11 is supposed to be activation. Oh shit, I got killed. That's why they'll reference that Jeremiah 11:11 scripture. It's not just the actual content of the scripture. It's just that 11:11 means something. 11 also has a little meaning with the I think it's the masons. It's supposed to be the pillars. Man, that Gaddafi shit's crazy, bro. If Gaddafi would have done what he, because he wanted a gold back currency. He wanted a gold back currency, and they wasn't gonna put up with that. And he didn't want to. Yeah, like you said, he was gonna get people off the petrodollar, and it would have worked if they had allowed it, which of course they were not going to. It's crazy what this government has done, man. Some of the evil this government's put upon the world and put upon other countries. All these dipshits in Frisco want $5 million for reparations with slave trades today. Here's what I will say about reparations, right? If they would have gave just a quarter of the money they gave to the Ukraine as reparations, like I don't trust the government to do shit. I don't even, plus I know how, I've even talked about how crazy the actual racial history is. You'll be, if we really did the bloodlines, you'll be surprised how many white people end up with a check off reparations. Especially if you from the southern United States. A lot of those, a lot of white families, like I said, will end up with a check for reparations. You will be shocked. You will be shocked. Either because they had just straight up white slaves, or because they had a pass for black, a black person who passed for white grandparent or great grandparent or ancestor, so to speak. But not only with that complication of actually doing the lineage to trace back to actual slaves, you can't just give it to people because they're black. You would have to, if you're going to do it based upon that, you got to trace back the lineage. But I mean, if you look at, the reservation, which is the only kind of reparational program the United States government has done, it's not been the best job. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to think about it. But then they spent like $1 trillion to pass. They printed more money than ever existed. And so it's like, well, shit, if you were going to do that, if I knew you motherfuckers were going to do that, I'd be pro-rep. Hell yeah, you could have gave us some of that. Because y'all have spent trillions of dollars over the past 3 or 4 years. Like, no, not trillions. What's the next one up? That. Y'all spent that much money of the future money. If I knew y'all were going to crash the dollar and print until dollar crashing and give away an infinite amount of money to your homeboys, then yeah, I would have said toss in reparation. You could toss it in there. You could toss it in then. If you're gonna put, if you're gonna print half the money that ever existed in a few years, then yeah, you can toss it out there. I mean, you could do a tenth of that. So that's my only, like I said, I don't trust the government to do a goddamn thing right. So I don't even want the shit. But if you're gonna print every fucking dollar that ever, well, not really print, if you're just gonna create into thin air infinite money, well, fuck, let me get some, bro. Fuck, man. And not a $1,500 check calling it a stimulus. I'm talking about, let me get some money, my guy. But yeah, they did the DNA test and the ancestry test. You'll be shocked, man. You'll be shocked who will really be getting reparation and who be really paying them out, man. You'll be shocked. The results could be shocking, man. I don't know if America's ready for that. I not with as much as they invested in the current narrative about slavery, and America's not ready for that shit. They're not really ready to really start breaking down lineages like that. And some people have done it themselves and found crazy shit. Oh my God, you know what I mean? And they find, oh shit, great granddaddy was a slave owner. What? You know what I'm saying? What? Yeah. So I don't think they can handle it. So I don't know what they're doing out in San Francisco. I mean, California's been trying to destroy itself the whole time. So who knows what they're doing? But do America really want to do this lineage stuff? Do America really want to come clean about a lot of the lineage stuff? That's too much. About 140 black landed slave owners. Louisiana or Tennessee. For all we know, it's probably both. And Cali about to pay reparations. San Francisco, lots of surprise DNA tests are coming soon. Yeah. Kind of leaning to the right, Christian persecuting. That after that, what's going on? Didn't a couple of the LGBTQ crowd shoot up? Wasn't it a couple of them? It wasn't just one. Because it's been so much, man. And I'm trying to keep away from it, man. But I did see the one in Nashville. Speaking of Tennessee. Wow. Papa Cotton, that's crazy to me, man. That's crazy we live in this world, bro. So that's why I'm glad I'm not on Twitter. Because shit like that, that's disgusting to me, bro. That's disgusting. I mean, why do we have so many school shootings? I can, y'all know my conspiracy theories, and there's something to that. But like, man, I you know what? I just started this channel. I can't even really say this is shit like this. I wish I had a Patreon so I could really say, or I can't even say Patreon. So I do have a subscribe star, but there's no, I haven't done anything with it. But I wish I could say what I really want to say about what the fuck I think about that whole situation. But yeah, people think it's a point. That's sick. People are demons, bro. Pure demons. And this is why you have a lot of third world countries and a lot of cultures that already have laws on the books about certain lifestyles. When they asked about it, they say they're not changing a fucking thing. If they don't give, they're willing to lose foreign aid all over it, because look what it culturally does, man. I was trying to be tolerant, man, but look at the cultural damage this shit has done, man. Angela Davies DNA video? I must not have. Doesn't sound familiar. Talk about the land and opportunity, make your own destiny, open the borders. It's obsessing about lineage, history as a teacher, not a life hack. Well, see, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with caring about your lineage and caring about your past and caring about how you got here. Because tons of other cultures certainly do it. And that to the point of keeping their culture and homogenized, you know what I mean? But America is this great experiment, you know what I'm saying? Because there's never been something like America. I mean, I get, people try to compare it to Rome, and for good reason, but like, still, for what America is at least purported to be, there had never been anything like it before or even since, you know what I mean? I guess there's other countries, but we talk about the actual legitimate cultural diversity in America, you know what I mean? It was always a hell of an ask for human beings to actually create a melting pot and to actually create some semblance of democracy. That was always a hell of an attempt, you know what I mean? Said those kids were future fascists and should have been taken out. Yo, fuck them, man. Some people are demons, man. And this idea, I'm sick of these fascists using the word fascist. Can someone please, because it bothers me, man. They're future fascists. How? What is so fascist about what? And don't get me wrong, there are some, I say that, and there's this weird law, what was this, Mississippi, that actually does seem kind of fascist. So I'm not gonna say there's no fascism to the political system. There's fascism on both sides. But oh shit. They're fascists and this dehumanization. That's why I try not to dehumanize even the lefty idiots, right? Because I don't want to get that dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucked up. That people are so politicized and, you know what I mean? They really create a culture that allowed hate and encouraged hate, man. It's like it's okay to think that way because of the crazy culture that the modern, you call them the left. They're the beyond left. Madonna. Yo, dude, I know this hold the attention, but like, Do you think anybody who's like went through a school shooting wants to see Madonna? Bro, none of the teachers were around when you were popular. You know how I know? Because I'm the teacher's age. You didn't have that many hits when I was like in my teens and tweens. You had that one little music song with Borat in the video. That was pretty much it in my era. And then that little song like years later with Justin Timberlake. That was it. You know what I mean? That Like a Virgin and all that shit, or Like a Prayer, all that shit, that's like uncle's mom generation. You know what I'm saying? So none of the teachers even know who the fuck Madonna is like that. They know who she is, let alone the kids. Nobody want to see no fucking Madonna. In Nashville, who the fuck wants to see a Madonna concert at all anyway? Who? There's nobody who wants to see a Madonna concert. That's cap. Nothing wrong for it. It's meaningful, multi-generational story. But yeah, you're right. It is a political bargaining chip. They made everything a political bargaining chip. Angela Davies, leading U.S. race marxist, find out she's murdered through and through. I might check it out in between games, which may be pretty soon. And yeah, Uganda just passed a law making LGBTQ illegal and punishable with long prison sentences. And then I see Darius with the Madonna the alien. Yeah, she looks fucked up right now. But you know, can you blame Uganda? This is what people like. If the past 10 or 15 years didn't go how they went, I don't know that you would see this pushback. But we see what happened. You're reading. I keep saying it because I covered it. There was a rainbow dildo monkey that read fucking read children's books to kids. We're done here. You have now given every nation who didn't want that in their life actual quantifiable reasons. Now it's quantifiable why they like, no, we're punishable by prison because we can't have this happen. We're not gonna have men in thongs dancing in front of kids. Not here. We're not gonna have, you know what I mean, strippers in front of kids. We're not gonna have kids stripping in front of men. Not in our culture. No. We're not gonna have all this rainbow stuff in our schools. We're not gonna have Bert and Ernie actually be the writers talk about Bert and Ernie really are gay. And then they do it. This is something else we talk about Miles Jelani, Bert and Ernie being gay. And then she's watching shit with my little cousin, and she said, you know what? Around season 45 of, because we got all the seasons of on HBO Max, got all the seasons of Sesame Street. And she said, man, you know what? It's funny you mentioned that because around season 45 they started doing Bert and Ernie Adventures, and they fucking she don't curse. She's all, you know. At least now she don't curse. She did back in the day, but neither here nor there. Like they got Bert and Ernie, they like get in bed together and are basically spooning. And sure enough, these motherfuckers are basically spooning. It's like, okay, I see when they made the change. Oof, Uganda, the same country that were hijackers into anime. They do not know the way. They do not know the way. But listen, they don't want to know why. Was that the Uganda too? You are gay. Why are you gay? Who is gay? But listen, man. Listen, I'm not trying to be hateful or anything or phobic. I'm not scared or anything. But like, now we have quantifiable reasons to that you would not want that in your culture. Man. That it's not, now you've given the entire world some quantifiable evidence. Say, you know what? I don't know if I want to deal with this. Why are you gay? You are gay. Not a big Bible thumper, but it seems like something's running out. Bro, this is definitely out of Revelation. And yeah, unplugging is definitely good. There's a reason I don't cover news anymore, man. And I gotta, like I was talking about my little conversation with Mom Jelani, I gotta stop watching. I gotta unsubscribe from some of the news sources I have, just so I stop hearing about this stuff. I'm trying to unplug, man. You gotta unplug, because this is terrible. It's terrible. That's why I'm glad we can do these streams, try to have fun, crack jokes. World is dark. Why are you gay? Who's gay? I might watch a few videos. I might watch whatever dildo push, and I might put that supercut in. You are gay. Why are you gay? Let's read some comments. It wasn't acceptable not long ago. Slippery slope. Yo, the slippery slope was steep as shit. The slippery slope on the LGBTQ. I'm not trying to be funny, but like again, rainbow dildo monkey, man. Once you start doing that, man, you're off the rails. But that shit happened within a lifetime. Within my lifetime, it went from unacceptable to, if you don't accept it, then you're unacceptable. It went from, you know, you're not supposed to even talk about it in public, to it's a part of your school system. And it happened in 20 years, 30 years max. Like, I'd never seen anything like that. So, you know, that's why I said, man, regardless of what your politics, what you think, you gotta understand, people have a quantifiable reason to not want that a part of their culture, man. To not want some of that negative blowback. And that's not to say any of these countries are perfect themselves and don't have crazy past and don't have whatever, but it's just like, man, they can look at this and say, wait, you know what I'm saying? They can chart that slippery slope and not try not to make the same mistake. And who could blame them, man? Who could blame them? Especially, man, I don't know what it is, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it seems like it's a lot more. And I ain't trying to act like I'm fucking, I don't know, the most macho super. I ain't Macho Man and no shit, or Hulk Hogan, or no, you know, Bruce Lee, some masculine super guy. But we're in this world, man. Every time I go to the store, every time I watch a how-to video, I'm seeing like the soyest, whether they're gay, whether they're straight and just soy. I'm seeing some of the most soy energy people, soy energy men, man. There's definitely they're fucking with the testosterone with men, man. It's deeper than, you know, or it's just our habits. No, they're fucking with it. It's in the water. It's in the air. They're fucking with testosterone, bro. There's something happening, man. There's something happening. Dearborn, Michigan had a school board debate that book. Your Muslim dads ain't having it. I noticed especially un-Dearborn people arguing in the favor of the book by changing the subject. Yeah, Dearborn is, for those who don't know, my man's still out in the metro area. Darius. Dearborn has either the or one of the highest populations of Muslims outside of the Middle East. So they're not having that BS. Neo-colonialism or gay neo-colonialism. Who'd have thought, right? Big up Rainbow Dildo Monkey. Bro, he's the poster child for why it's like, if ever I was to get into a debate, if ever somebody says, oh, why'd you say all these things LGBTQ? I'm like, there's a Rainbow Dildo Monkey. He existed. Bro, when that shit happened, all bets were fucking off, man. You can't, once that happens one time, no, man, that's a problem. That can never happen ever. And it did. So we're done here. Like, I'm not trying to be a troll. I'm not somebody who's trying to Matt Walsh it, where he looks like, man, I think you might be playing for the wrong team when low, but you don't want to let nobody know. That's your business. With your little glam shots back in the day. But I'm just saying that shit, that some of this shit's unacceptable. Listen, if you just keep the shit between you and you know, consenting adults, I really don't give a fuck. But when you start pushing this culturally, where everybody's supposed to accept it and deal with it, and then you push it on the kids, and you do, it's like you just kept it to your fucking self and just lived your fucking life. Nobody would have gave a fuck. No one was even thinking of giving a fuck. But that's not what you did. The worst that would happen is the religious people in your family wouldn't fuck with you. That's the worst that would have happened. But now, man, this is I'm about to be killed. That's it. This is something else. Rainbow Tail the Wookiee. Let's see. It's impossible to tell whether the parents were LGBTQ or the kids they were ranting about, but G parents don't make G kids. The parents cried and screamed, this was never about a book. What? No, it's exactly about a book. Throwing myself into watching stand-up comedy and all the surrounding bullshit has escaped from all this shit. I know way too much about these people. Gotta escape this shit. That's why these are game streams, right? I fucking play games and talk shit. They couldn't look at the book because it wasn't appropriate for a public meeting of adults. Crazy. And yeah, you've been watching the French riot. Shit's lit. France is a third world country now. Wow. I've heard about it, but I don't know what's going on. Completely dumb American about it. So Dearborn has it is the highest concentration outside the Middle East itself. Largest mosque in North America. I'm totally cool with Muslims. It's the book lovers that see Alien. You ain't kidding. Except that they want to make it compulsory. Suck the female PP bigot. Golly. Have a friend from Dearborn. They moved away from the mid-90s. Smart. Man, I hate. Because, I like living in the metro area when I was younger, bro. And it's like, and I went back over the last year. And I might go back again this year. I'm sure. My family, I'll be back multiple times in my life. But I hate what corruption did to that city in that era. It wasn't all corruption. A lot of it was the end of manufacturing. Because it was a corruption before that. When the shit that these demons did to this country, bro. When they got rid of all those jobs in the Midwest, man, they fucked up a whole region of the country just to give all our jobs away to China. And for them to make it into slave labor. And they did do it all knowingly. That's why, we talk about this fucking pandemic and some of the evil shit they did. That was very evil. To give away all those jobs, all those people who, to do that to the country, that's something the country still hasn't recovered from, right? That, all the big controversies and 7-Eleven and all the crazy shit happened. Bro, them giving away all the manufacturing jobs is something the country literally never recovered from. Never recovered from. And it affected everything. It's one of the reasons relationships are messed up right now. Because you can't just go to the plant, get a job, and provide a good lifestyle anymore. And we don't make anything anymore. You got another friend. Oh man, I used to live not too far from Sterling Heights. They moved. Detroit blows, dude. No, Detroit's cool. But what can I say? I'm saying that from Texas, right? Saying that from Texas, having lived in Charlotte, you know what I mean? I'm thrice removed. So I mean, Detroit didn't have to go down like that, man. Kwame deserves a shit ton of blame, obviously. But like I said, the infrastructure went out before he even got in. He gave away all those fucking jobs. Of course Detroit's gonna fall apart. It's like Cleveland blows. It's like all those areas blow, man. Oh man, that's why they make jokes about Ohio now. And then they fucking crash the train to make the, you know, I don't know if that's predictive programming to really make it the actual Upside Down. But of course the whole Midwest blows. Ain't shit there. It was the manufacturing hub of the country, the Rust Belt, and you took away all the goddamn jobs. Says Sterling Heights is just corporate Warren, kinda, yeah. Corporate Warren. Shit. Y'all like MC up out of here, bro. Saw a short from some Muslim dude said the West is finally united in the love of sodomy. Jeez. Fuck. But yeah, you don't even get an opinion. You're not allowed to not wholeheartedly support LGBTQ and anything is said and done. You can't. You don't want to you don't want to be a fascist bigot. You don't want to be not progressive. So you have to support any and everything that comes with that rainbow flag. Like it's a fucking religion. And if you do anything to question anything or, you know, say anything bad about somebody who's LGBTQ, then you are just, you're violent. If you say something, what your words are violence. They literally taught, there are millions of people who truly believe that. Isn't that crazy? Train crash was mean magic, bro. Had layover in Cleveland, never left the airport, didn't want to. Trash tighter cities, like sit in line in the middle of another city. Like we don't like the neighborhood, but we really don't want to move. Yeah, I mean, technically, there's a few cities kind of in the city. I've never been to the Denver airport. You say that shit is just as weird as people said. Hashtag white flight aborted. Shit's not just white flight. I think me and my family, we're middle class black flight, man. You know, came up in Detroit, didn't have much. Everybody, I ain't gonna say we make over good. We make decent money. Everybody make decent money. Couple of them, my brother and my sister both own homes. You know what I'm saying? Not in Detroit, not in Michigan. One in Texas, one in Carolina. So we left, and we left a minute ago. And you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just white flight. It's like, oh, the people that became middle class got the fuck up out of there too. Why did we leave? Jobs. That's why we left. And I don't know why like, I can't, as much as I'll visit. I mean, lots made about the violence, but that's universal, man. Ain't like Houston. Like Houston don't get it popping. Ain't like Houston don't get it cracking. But you talk about the weather, which you know, that too. But man, you know, we need to pay our bills. Like, you know, maybe there's more jobs out there now, but at the time. And so you leave and you start to build on your career, and a few family members build a career. We're a whole black family that if we stay, all of our resources are in Detroit and stay in Detroit. But why you know, I love the city. It can be a great city, even with that janky ass giant slide death trap I used to ride when I was a kid, and I'd be seeing memes on. Like, they can't believe the giant slide is real. Like, yeah, it's a real thing. They gave us a little burlap sack. This is the most dangerous shit on earth. The fuck is wrong? But like, it's like, what are you supposed to do? And it's not like I won't go back there or couldn't move back there. I might sometime in the future. I still got love for my voice gets back. Still got love for the Detroit area, Detroit. But it's like, man, people are functional. People want to live functional. Don't nobody, like, you'll hear, oh, well, you got to rebuild the community. Motherfucker, are you crazy? Are you crazy? The fuck I look like, man? Do I look like a social planner, bro? I gotta live. I have to pay my fucking bills. That's what I need to do. So Darius keeping me up on what's going on. It's Hazel Park is the new Ferndale. Really? Ferndale's the new Royal Oak. Really? People get money and get out of. I don't want to call Detroit. I'm sick of everybody calling Detroit a shithole. Cause I'm like, Portland exists, man. If we go, all these major cities is fucked up, man. Houston, I'm in Houston, man. I just seen couple homeless encampments, or at least the same one downtown, not too far from the baseball stadium. So I mean, this is a crazy. The major cities have all kind of become shitholes, man. That's the truth. That's the truth. Cause it ain't like, Portland's good. It ain't like New York is good. It ain't like any of these major cities are good. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, that the shooting happened in Nashville. Nashville was a place a lot of people wanted to go. But I mean, it ain't nowhere. So Metro is gentrifying pockets of Mexican town. So it's going to come up in terms of investment. So happy to get out of any city I've ever lived in, right? Mexican town is the new Cork town. White flight, gentrification bad. Fucked anyway, white people. Gentrification is weird, man. I remember living in Charlotte and seeing the gentrification. It was because I was trying to, and I've talked a little bit about trying to get a tech job in Charlotte. And so I would go to these different meetups and events, and they would have these little weird, like, kind of co-working spaces and different office spaces that were like converted factories and shit like that, and all this converted, like, gentrified area. And it was weird to see, like, all this hipster shit and then just see, like, motherfucking homeless people, like, right outside. And it was just like, okay, this can't be how this works. And that's when I outside of anyone's opinion on gentrification or what, seeing that was kind of like, okay, this doesn't seem like I don't know how you do this, but there's got to be a better way than that, than just like a bunch of goofy hipsters and a bunch of right next to like a bunch of poor families and a bunch of like hipsterized shit, and shit being what it really was shit being overpriced. Like, some of the spaces and shit were cool, but then some of them were like, man, this is kind of bummy. Like, why is rent expensive for this shitty area? Like, this shit is still shitty, bro. I don't want to be here. So, like, what is it? Like, you just put this little hipstery beer place, but it's still a shithole right here, bro. What is this? You know what I'm saying? So it was a weird, and that was just how some of the sharp areas in the uptown and off uptown neighborhoods Charlotte were. It's just like hipster shithole, and it was like right at the same time. Actually, even some places in Detroit was kind of like that too. Damn it, I was just about to get that. Fred Mike and his old frail dad are 2 of the 5. What's going on? Still planning to build a secondary bridge, Canada. Really? Wow. Where would a touchdown wait for? Del Rey, really? All 5 of the people in Del Rey can't wait for the new economic opportunities. I remember here, I didn't know, I always thought the second bridge was like a myth. Like it was something never ever to be. Like, you know what I mean? The second bridge, because there's a bridge and tunnel for those who don't know, to Canada and Detroit. But I didn't know there was a second bridge. They were actually going to do it. We've gone close to 2 hours. I know I put Final Fantasy in the thing, but I mean, this has been cool. Just playing more mindless shit. I felt like I was able to talk to you guys a lot more. No Tekken. I got so fucking stressed out playing Tekken. I fucking just got frustrated. My point was white people moving. And no, I understand your point. I just went off with it. But no, I agree, Vidge. My point was white people moving in bad. White people moving out is bad. But yeah, the mentality is something else. The fuck do you want? Yeah, that's crazy. It's like, I don't know. Matty Marone's fought 100 years for that second bridge because he had a monopoly on the first one. Yeah, because as much as people joke about, I have a bridge, the Ambassador Bridge is a private bridge. But yeah, man, listen, I think my issues with gentrification aren't necessarily racial. My issues are like just the commercial of what ends up happening, and then just the overpricing of fucking property in general. But I do understand your sentiment of like, okay, white flight hurt all these cities, so let's do things to try to bring wealthy and white people back. Oh no, that's bad because, and you know, the excuses you get from gentrification were all these like BS excuses, like, oh, culture and shit. Like, listen, if it worked, I'd be cool with it. It just ends up in some of these awkward places, man. Man, I never liked taking that tunnel, bro. I never liked taking that tunnel. I always said, man, I would just pray, like, please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. What the fuck movie was it? There was a movie where there was something under a tunnel. I want to say it was a New York tunnel. I want to say it was a Stallone movie in the 90s, and I can't think of it. Maybe it wasn't a Stallone movie. But it was, whatever the movie was, back in the 90s when I used to take the tunnel. Shout out to Wheels Inn. I was just a kid back then, and we used to go to Wheels Inn, and we would take that tunnel, man. I'd be scared as fuck. Like, please don't crash. Like, please, because of that movie. I didn't want whatever the fuck movie I'm thinking of. That, who knows, maybe that movie didn't happen in this timeline, just like Shazam with Sinbad. But I could have swore there was a movie. Was it called Daybreak or something? Or something? I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I before I go, there was a couple of clips to watch. Some clips to watch. Let's watch some clips first. The whitest black woman. But I mean, you know, I'm sure this is what I mean by America's not really ready to have this the for real lineage conversation of a lot of people. They're not ready for it. It's going to break a lot of people's heart.
The whitest black woman.
Oh, this is 25 minutes though. Thought it was going to be a synopsis. I don't think I can give you 25 minutes. Shout out to Sargon and them, but maybe I can get through some of it. Let me exit out of this. Maybe I could get through some of it. Let's see. It's a long clip. Go to the middle of it. Daylight. Thank you, Darius. Grosse Point's the Santa Monica, Detroit. Grosse Point, is that where homeboy is from, Crowder? Or is it East Point? I can't remember. Okay. So I'm in like kind of smack dab the middle. Let's see what we got here. Is this a good part, Central Dildo? Yeah, like seeing this guy. And I'm saying that as I smoke, so let me smoke. Yeah, a lot of our stuff, they twa. We magnifique. Go to 12? Okay, I'm going to go back a little first. All right. All right, I'm at 12. So, real quick. I'm going to smoke a little bit and set up the next clip. Sorry about the delay. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. No. Wait. One clip at a time. Guy. Relax. Okay. Let's that is Sargon. Let's play. Yeah, East Point changed because it used to be East Detroit.
On the Mayflower.
Because
No. From one of the one.
so he's breaking it down. Hold on. I gotta go back further.
She did the 23andMe. This is what I've been waiting for. Let's enjoy her discovery.
Found out her ancestors on the Mayflower.
That is a list of the passengers on the Mayflower.
No, I can't believe this. No.
Told you.
My ancestors did not come here on the Mayflower.
Your ancestors came on the
Motherfuckers aren't ready for this lineage shit.
From one of the 101 people who sailed on the Mayflower.
This is
That's a little bit too much to deal with right now.
this is why they don't really want reparations. The powers that be know this shit.
Ancestors came on the Mayflower.
No.
You are descended.
No.
The powers that be know this lineage shit is complicated.
Sailed on the Mayflower.
And Sargon has lost a little weight. Good for him.
That's a little bit too much.
And they know the people ain't ready for this shit.
Did you ever, in your wildest dreams,
There's going to be a lot of white people find out they descendants of slaves, white slaves too. They go back. No, it's none of us black.
Never.
It's still Cletus Thompson, and he's white as snow. And they not going to be able to handle it. And it's motherfuckers like that. They're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be able to handle this shit, my guy. When they really start breaking down how complicated America's lineage really is, some people who have built their identity on the basic bitch narrative, her mind was, I could see her mind leaking out of her ears, bro. She couldn't handle that shit. Yeah, she's a race comic. Oh, it got worse? Cause I was about to see why you are gay, but does it get worse? Black girl crying because she has all European lineage. There were black Europeans. They don't tell y'all about that. Keep playing is more. Okay, hold on. We can wait on pasta. She can't think she's 100%. She's Lions Cow.
I mean, she couldn't get more, in the proximity of the foundations of the United States than if she came over on, I don't know, the Roanoke colony or something. I don't know. Came over on the goddamn Mayflower. We'll go into some more deets because, of course, the question arises. Because she spent a lot of her life talking about reparations.
That's what I said.
Matt Walsh noted, it gets better because she's also descended from slave owners. Well, when you go back to the Mayflower.
Well, I figured as much, man.
I think there's going to be some awkward dinner conversations. So, not only is she descended from slave owners, her father's side is also a pilgrim. On her mother's side, who was a slave owner, looks like Angela Davis owes some reparations, presumably to herself, said Matt Walsh. Correctly so.
This is why they can't really do reparations. When they actually trace the lineages back, it's not going to look how you think. They can't really do it.
Including the judge, back in the Black Panther days.
They talk shit, but if it really got done, it'll break a lot of people's hearts. It'll break a lot of people's hearts. A lot of people might find out, bro, you're Native American.
Great. Do I believe?
You're not even, like, I mean, there's probably some black lineage, but you go back far enough, most of your lineage is Native American.
Place we brought up. Yep. Would have gone through Jim Crow, struggles as a working class black woman.
Yeah, most Americans are mixed with a multitude of different nationalities, man.
She was in Germany.
Yeah. She didn't experience much of this. She spent her life studying in West Germany.
Good point.
University of Frankfurt was just one of the West German universities she attended in her life.
Oh, really?
She didn't spend her youth being oppressed by the white man in segregation Birmingham, Alabama. No, she spent it gallivanting about.
Well, that's not uncommon.
The Germans.
I like that's not even news for me, but that might be news for some people. A lot of these man, these guys and gals are plants, bro. Angela Davis was a plant from back then. It's just that we didn't know she had the little afro and that was the way, but she was a plant from back then. She's really she's really about the reparations and colonizing and shit. She's a plant. She's always been a plant though, bro. She's already been a plant. Is there more to this? Cause I'm talking over and shit. But yeah, a lot of people have mixed nationalities. I mean, to be general black, white, and Native American, that's a lot of America. But I mean, obviously, it's different countries in Europe and different places. So I mean, that's we could go all day. There's a lot of Black Caribbeans too have that lineage here. So yeah, that's more. Let's see what's more. Cause I was about to hit you with the "You Are Gay" and wrap up. I'll go in a few minutes more.
Waving to Jesse Lee Peterson on the.
Yeah. Bye bye. I'm going to go and learn about communism and then come back to the motherland with no real connection to the people in the land in which I'm talking, but instead theories
Yeah.
that some Frenchman has told me,
Yeah.
of all things. Anyway, she spent her entire life in the 50s, seemingly being quite middle class.
Yeah.
And then she mentions in this article, William Brewster, who travelled abroad to the boat with his wife, Mary Wentworth Brewster, were both on the Mayflower, and Davis's 10th great-grandfather.
She's literally America, but it's not uncommon. Like her linealogical mixture and it being the melting pot, that's incredibly common. It's just that people don't recognize it. That's why.
Right, that's really interesting as well because that ties her personally.
This is
to
why.
the founding mythology of the
Yeah.
United States.
And Mary is in mythology.
And shit, a conspiracy theory just hit.
No,
Because they say a lot of famous people are related,
This is why we do the tradition.
and that this will add to that.
In 1621, Mary.
They say the reason a lot of times you'll see people is because they linked up with families from back in the days. So this kind of adds to that.
My goodness.
Davis also made discoveries about her mother, Sally Bell.
It wouldn't surprise me if she was empowered partially because of this.
And what did
Maybe
he
she
know?
didn't know this shit, but somebody else did. Or maybe she did. She just acted shocked. Maybe she knows exactly who her fucking family is, man. Because again, this bitch has been a plant the whole time. It's just now she's like getting exposed to herself.
I'm both glad and angry. I'm really, really angry, she added, in finding out that the reason she was at the Frankfurt School is because of white supremacy over there from Alabama.
That is gold. That is genuine gold.
Yes, I'm not listening. You're right. I'm not listening. I am talking over the shit.
Got a bit muckier. Stephen Dardan, her fourth great-grandfather, was born in colonial
It's very
Virginia
confident.
around 1750. He was a patriot who played the drums during the Revolutionary
Yeah, she is
War.
literally American, man.
According to a muster roll,
Obama had the same colonial ancestors to Bush, the Southern president. That's why I was talking about everybody being related.
Oh.
And they say Meghan Markle's family is linked to that some bloodline too.
it gets worse.
Oh shit, I need to listen. Hold on, I gotta back up.
According to a muster roll, he was a patriot who played
Hold on.
because of white supremacy over there from Alabama.
That is gold. That is genuine gold.
As Gates went back further through time, things got a bit muckier. Stephen Dardan, her fourth great-grandfather, was born in colonial Virginia around 1750. He was a patriot who played the drums during the Revolutionary War, according to a muster roll. Afterwards, he moved from Virginia to Georgia, where he owned a farm and at least 6 slaves.
Okay.
So he was in the Revolutionary War and then became a slave owner.
It gets worse.
It's worse.
I always imagine
How could it be this bad though? Like, what are the odds?
She's like the foundation of the United States, the worst thing ever. The people who did it are disgusting, racist.
This is
white
so
supremacists.
like
Directly descended from all of them.
I
poetic almost. Like, ironic is not
a
enough.
lot of race mixing there as
But
well.
these are like, this is the patriot narrative of the United
Yeah,
States.
she's there at the Mayflower. She's there at the Thanksgiving.
Is she
You know,
descended from any slaves?
don't know.
We haven't got any evidence.
She might not be.
We just
She
assume
might
because
not
she's
have
black.
any slavery
She might
ancestry.
have been African. It doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's the point.
Oh God.
Like, because if was it her father who married a black woman? There's no saying that she was necessarily.
African American.
Find out she's a fucking lizard. Yeah, she's part of the lizard people family, man.
Just imagine my ancestors.
She's
the people
bloodlined
who
as
were
fuck, bro.
enslaved, she said.
You
My
know what I
mind and my
mean?
heart have been swirling with all these contradictory emotions.
I mean, no wonder she oofed herself, because that is just...
All my theories.
She did. Her mind exploded. She wasn't ready.
It's just come tumbling down.
I'm glad, on the one hand, we've begun to solve this mystery, this Scooby-Doo mystery, and we have something that we didn't
Yo,
have before.
Obama
At the
wasn't the
same time,
first
it makes
president
it
with
more
black
committed to
lineage.
Struggling for a better world. She's into denial.
This is massive cope.
He was not the first president with black lineage. Because again, there's a lot of
stages of grief as we go through it.
I mean, we
her
see
granddaddy,
guys looking like
one of
Andrew
those,
Tate. He's half black, right?
What do you think
There's a
he did
lot
in his spare time?
of brothers who passed for white over the course of the history of the United States.
First lad's correct. He liked to dress up as ghosts.
So that's
Yeah.
that's another can of
He was a
worms.
prominent member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh,
Possible point.
this is crazy. This is this real?
Thing as her granddaddy over there.
No way.
But we'll get to the world. She's into denial.
This is massive cope, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to the
Christ.
subsequent stages of grief as we go through
Yeah,
it.
this bitch is a
The thing
Illuminati
is,
family
her
member.
granddaddy, the one who owned the slaves.
Yeah.
What do you think he did in his spare time?
Played golf?
The first lad's correct. He liked to dress up as ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah. He was a prominent member of the Ku Klux Klan.
oh,
In every possible
crazy.
point.
Why wouldn't he be?
And she's literally doing the same thing as her granddaddy over there. She just picked the other pixel.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
no
Andrew
longer
Jackson
around
was
the white race,
16.
she's
Was
about
he
the
was
black race.
16
Even
black?
though that She's oh boy.
But they
not
didn't
part
used to
of the
play about that. They'd find out, oh, you got a great
Black
person that's
American
black,
slave
and they'd try to fuck with you.
We'll move on from this because.
But golly, this is crazy. This just, in case you didn't hear it, she had, I think,
Yeah. yeah.
Grandpop was a Klansman. I'm glad you had me come back. There was more.
Oh boy, not part of the oppressed.
Oh yeah, he is the first foreign born. Yeah, you're right.
Slave descendants.
It's just remarkable.
We'll
He
move
was
on from this
bloodline,
because,
bro.
we'll go to the next one.
A lot of these, it's clearly this bitch is bloodline in the motherfucker.
She mentioned in her interview.
Shit, you are the powers that be, Angela. You're the man, motherfucker. Fight the man, motherfucker. That's you. That's your daddy.
Of being the direct descendants of America.
Yeah, literally, she is America.
Yeah, if there is mummy America.
Why indoctrination is working, it will make the Republicans unelectable in a generation.
Instead, she has spent her life
I'm the
learning
opposite, man.
and brings us
The
some
only
background
people making
from
Republicans unelectable are the Republicans. But let me shut up in case they got any more. Is it? Wait, hold on. Let me pause. Is there more? Because I don't want to watch their whole video and get into some trouble. Dildo, is there more? 'Cause I'm talking over them and shit. This is crazy. Shit, she is the powers that be. Like, your people are the fucking powers that be, Miss Davis. Where's my reparations from you, motherfucker? But yeah, man, there'd be a lot of... She's connected as fuck, man. I know a lot had plants, but like, god damn. You're like Greta Thunberg connected. Like, you're just complete. Like, what are the odds? That's like, damn, did they pick her because of that? Mayflower, Thanksgiving, slave owner, Klansman. It's like, your lineage is crazy. And then you're some, I don't know, some leader. Nah, I can stop it. That was crazy. I'm glad you had me continue, though. Shout out to the Lotus Eaters. God damn. I heard a little bit about this, but I didn't see it because I don't be paying attention to stuff. God damn, it's like, but this is precisely why I don't think we'll ever see reparations, because once we start uncovering this shit, it's gonna blow a lot of people's heads clean off, and I don't think I don't think American society is ready for the lineage. But here's something else, the culture wasn't ready for. It still isn't ready for. We talked about this is what we're going off on this. We're going off on this. And listen, I hope I don't get flagged for hate speech again. Cause that's what got flagged for the other channel. Yeah, she's so connected. There's no way she didn't know. She had to know some of this, bro. Cause you're connected. You're connected. You didn't live a normal life. She had to know. She may have known all of it, but like, god damn, you're connected as fuck. But right now, was the fappening happening at this? Holy smokes! I'm just looking at. We got my man I'm about to get into, why are you gay? But look at what they're talking about at the bottom of the byline. It's talking about the email accounts of Scarlett Johansson, Christina Aguilera. I think this happened around the same time as the infamous fappening. We were having the real issues talked about around this momentous occasion. The fappening, for those who remember, where all these celebrities had news leak. I think this was around the same time, at least for that little thing. But all right, let's end on something funny, something fun. Why are you gay?
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in. Good morning.
I call you
Why
Mister?
are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. You are a transgender.
What shows that I'm gay?
You are a transgender, and you're a gay rights activist and an outspoken lesbian, homosexual. How can I describe you? Now, we're looking at the raging debate. You're a gay rights activist. Why should someone be gay? You're having a girlfriend.
Yes.
Do you perform the natural obligations?
I'm not sexually active right now.
So what are
By
you doing with
choice.
this lady? By choice.
I've just not. I've chosen not to engage.
Oh shit!
Doesn't that make you gay?
What do you mean? Doesn't that make me gay? I am male and attracted to a female.
So who is gay?
I'm gay.
Oh shit! Oh man, I wanted to see my man Pasta. We ain't got time for the full interview. I thought this is the super cut. Oh, this is. Let's see this super cut.
Hello and welcome back. This is the topical discussion on the morning breeze on NBS.
Is Pepe in jail now for real?
We bring in the studio this morning one of the gay rights activists, Mr. Should I call you Mr? Pepe Julian Onzima. Thank you for coming in.
I probably should talk more so I don't get in
Why are
touch.
you gay?
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay. Homosexual? You are a transgender.
I am Pepe Julian Onzima. I'm a human rights defender.
I love obligation.
You're a gay
Who
rights
performs the natural
activist. Why
obligation?
should someone be gay?
When you're growing up, you're within a society that has.
So as we stand today, are you dating any female?
Yes, I am.
You have a girlfriend.
Yes, I do.
You perform the natural obligations.
They jailed them. Oh,
I'm not sexually active.
oh, come on. They
Doesn't
brought the
that
world
make you
so
gay?
much joy.
I am male and attracted to a female.
So who is gay?
I
So as a
Ew.
human rights activist, what do you think of gays? Are they normal? Is it normal to be gay?
absolutely. I mean, most people.
They look like he fact checking that.
We had a chat.
It's
Why
fucking
do you
Eric
recommend
Andre
guys
edit.
And girls into,
I just
into
wanted
this
Pasta to
gay
come in because
act?
Pasta's the funniest. Because we start bringing up the fruit.
There is no such thing.
You
We have
in the
Pastor
vegetables.
Semper online,
Yes.
an gay activist, to tell us his side of the story. Hello, Pastor.
Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good to have you online. How are you today?
Crawly game.
I am doing
Ugh.
well. First, I'm really extremely distressed. We have these issues, and if I can get a chance to put on Zima, I will get.
Oh, sorry, we lost you along the way.
Motherfucker comes up to the studio
Legally,
with fruit
is there
and
any
vegetables in
protest
hand.
for homosexuality?
They played the Stone Cold music. Hell
I
no.
told you I'm a human rights defender.
My man Pasta. See, that's the only reason I had to get this edit.
He storms in, I storm out. Thanks for your time.
Look at
I
Pasta.
cannot go on with this debate
Before you
anymore.
go, do you recognize these things?
Okay, I'm
Do
sorry,
you
can
recognize these
can you give me a
things?
minute?
Do you recognize some of these things here? These are some of the things they use.
Pastor, aren't you being too harsh to these
no,
people?
no, no, no,
Why,
no, no,
why
no,
for
sokoleke,
once
sokoleke,
can't you relax?
Carrot ze bakozesa. Okiwulira? Bakozesa carrot zino. He thinks she's a man. But she does not have the equipment to be a man. So what do? To be able to put it inside you, you rip your urinary tract area.
Oof.
when they put it inside there behind, nga bolaba Chris Mubiru. Abaana bajulika kyetuva tukiyita okuvuga
Yeah,
olupanka.
but this is a disorder, right?
Uh-huh.
If it's a disorder,
Yes.
do you feel you're handling it the right way?
Yes, it makes him.
I'm glad Pepe is back.
I'm glad
Oh,
he has-
man.
got
Can you
that.
shake
Yeah,
hands
I
before
saw
you
the
go?
whole
Of
interview
course,
once. It's fucking hilarious. There's so many great moments. The whole hour's worth the check out. If you having a bad day,
These are the instruments you use.
Vegetables.
Yes.
Bino. Era gamba Uganda Africa Sodome Association ono yakikulembera balina bajja mu wino.
Can you justify that? Just a second. Can you justify?
What's
Let me give him a chance to respond. Pepe.
Just translate
fucking
for it.
eats it.
Pepe.
Is there only one way to have children? Is there only one
Yes,
way?
there is.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, there is.
She's a woman.
Everyone
But
in this
she's
video
thinking-
is serious.
Excuse me, Phil, I've given you a chance.
Stop
You
insulting
see,
me.
a
insulting
banana
me.
is different from a
Respected
cucumber.
I have
A carrot is different
respected you
from
enough.
a banana. I want you to understand. Equate.
is food.
No,
That
you
is
no. These are not equal. So for you to. What tribe are you, by the way?
Oh my God.
Batamanyi na ggwanga lye. What clan are you? Tachimanyi asirise. Do you have fathers and grandfathers?
Of course it does.
Tachimanyi tagana kiddamu kimuswaza. What is your tribal name?
What's
Laba, 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 so koleke.
Pastor.
In Africa, that is so bad.
Pastor, if he's not...
Let me tell you, Simon, as I am here, my family supports me.
Are they supporting a
I have
disorder?
a name. So I am a human rights defender. I'm
Uliriza,
not limited.
Sodom
You
I
are
am
an
not
activist
limited.
for LGBTI.
Turn it up.
And
It's so
activists
crazy.
Bisexual, abo bonna bagwagwa.
transgender, and intersexuals.
Ono yabakwatira
Let me tell
bendera.
you something.
Where's the H?
Oh wait. Where's the
Human
H?
rights.
Bakwatira
I
bendera.
told you earlier. I for this.
Ozima. No.
I'm
Pastor,
not
Pastor,
embarrassed.
Pastor, hold
I
it.
am
Pastor,
very
hold it.
proud
Hold
of
it,
where I
please.
come from.
Pastor, or rather, Pepe.
I cannot believe you put me on a show with a hooligan. Can the pastor shut up while I say this?
Yes,
Because he's
yes.
been interrupting and probably did not
He's
get
quiet.
it.
Pastor is quiet. Pastor, will you be quiet?
I am
so,
outraged.
what will you do? Rather, what do you do in your advocacy work?
I told you.
Don't you think you need to interface so that?
No, I have to pray for this young woman as I read the scripture for her. My daughter, I want to read for you a scripture.
No, I should
kamusomere kyawandiikibwa.
take charge of this.
No, I want to read for her.
He's not ready. He's not
Yesu
ready to
yagamba tituli bagobamu emizimu era ekyawandiikibwa kigamba
No.
Yesu
I'm afraid.
yagamba.
Pastor, no. I'm afraid you're not
Wano
going to do
nsoma ngenda
this.
kusaba na bunnimi.
My guest is
Robo shandara.
Can you imagine this shit?
Thank you very much. That's all we have for you.
Muzimu gwe atudde mu bwana.
We wind up and that ends the show.
Tojja
Good morning.
kubagoba emizimu gyonna.
Can you fucking? Can you imagine that shit? There was not one of those people in that interview was a professional comedian. They all were serious. Every moment you just saw, the individuals in there were serious. Oh boy. I hope I don't get in more trouble with this channel. Pasta is the man. We ate that shit. I'm like, he's just off the page. I don't know if it's Ugandan CNN. And yeah, this was absolutely go. I'm sorry if I laughed over it. Check it out yourself. This was just this stupid woman. Is there only one way to make a child? Yes, there is. It's like, well, yeah. Oh my God. So yeah, that was off the page, man. That was funnier than I remember, man. I don't know if it's just late at night, but golly. That was serious. I mean, there was some edits and shit, but y'all gotta watch this. There's all sorts of edits and clips of that interview, or even parts of the whole interview. It's something to behold, man. It's something to behold. My man had the fucking fruits and vegetables, banana. It's different from a carrot. Talking about urinary tract infections, and then they're just arguing over each other. Holy smokes! That was hell of a way to end a Wednesday night. So yeah, I can't top that. There's nothing I can do to top that. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. That was fun. I appreciate more and more people finding the channel. I'll probably have some shorts up of my video today. Please, if you haven't, I can't promise it's that entertaining. I wish it was that entertaining, but it is still entertaining, informative. Check out my video today that I released today about marriage, and I'll talk to you guys hopefully Sunday. So all right, if you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share, subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your